But you know what? I'll be damned if it didn't work.
She did that on purpose.
This guy's having a bad day. Look at the trees though. I mean, technically speaking, that is still a tornado because it is still making contact with the ground.
It's still throwing trees.
Yeah. Still got the it's still weak strength. I swear to God, if I get picked up by a tornado, okay, car. No, the car's going. Oh God, okay.
Oh.
Fucking
Did
hell.
you get a pickup?
Yeah, we got. I think that is actually the strongest pickup I've ever had.
Ray, I'm
I'm back.
Korean, I'm very sorry. I don't know if you're.
Oh, no face!
Holy fuck!
Jesus!
Can we beat up no face?
No.
I think we leave.
Oh, just trying to stop me.
Is that where the massive key is? Is there an EWS isolator? Yes, here. The EWS isolator. Oh my God! Okay. Jesus Christ! I was not. I was not ready for that one. To just yeah. I was not ready for that one.
See? Me exposing my fleshy member helped.
He stopped saying fleshy member.
Why?
You know what? Fuck your life. Spring burn.
Rifle's dry.
Well, why don't you moisten it up a bit, son?
You could not have worded that any worse. What the fuck?
If we didn't get spun out those 3 times. Oh! I mean, you're not wrong, however. Fuck!
So you guys are ignoring him.
Who keeps throwing it? Jesus fucking Christ, Korean.
Fucking home run, my God.
Upstairs. You knocked me fucking upstairs.
Man, that's a hole in one. Did we just accidentally a robbery?
We just accidentally got to a robbery.
Whoa! Fuck over here!
Got him.
At this point, you can fix as many of the pumps as you want. It doesn't fucking matter while there's no walls in our submarine! I need to refill. Fuck. Ah! What the fuck happened to my heart?
Now you must reactivate the primary driving engine.
Bitchin'.
By enjoying sight means enemies.
Oh. There's two people that are dead. Taylor. Taylor, you could have just clenched a diamond there. Fuck.
You rode that thing like a fucking surfboard, dude. Holy shit. There's at least one person.
Oh, there's one connector! Fuck! Why are you placing planks when the RV's past the planks?
Sideways. Oh no.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no! Oh no!
Go right. Clear on the left.
Oh, I spun him right at. That's unfortunate.
12 seconds later.
Oh, that's fine. Karma comes for us all, apparently. Get these ingredients. More importantly, we'll get that fucking Nern root so it can shut the fuck up for the first time in its fucking life. God, I hate Nern roots. Wait, what happens if you... You're savage. Very fine. No, I was kind of feeling kind of snow. Take a seat, Hibble. No, never. You will never find me sitting into control. Oh! What? I just jumped off the fucking train! Well, that's not gone well.
Rushing is big PPM.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It just doesn't always work.
It's too late. Never.
Where were you?
Is that the back?
Oh, yeah, I can. Hell yeah. What you doing, buddy? You spin me right around.
What? Fine. Orgasm. Boogie. Wait, Boogie. I'm back in Manila. What? Astrid.
He was firing a gun at your head.
Astrid, why did you get so snappy?
He was pointing a gun at your head.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I was impressed. Go.
Think of it, Tony, when you ask. It's HP 579. That's huge! Personality. 579.
Fucking hell.
You probably.
I love that walk stance. That is a very written to and I'm going shit. Oh, fantastic. Oh, motherfucker!
Hunter. Oh my god, Ella, this loves anime. Whoa, damn, bitch.
Yo,
that train.
Oh, who's that playing? The hunter.
Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to Train Sim World. Something I realized we actually haven't played at all in months. But we have recently seen a DLC drop from Just Trains in the West Coast Main Line Crewe to Preston route. So it's quite interesting now. We're actually slowly building up the entirety of the West Coast Main Line. Because this is Just Train's previous DLC, which is Preston to Carlisle. And then they've just released Preston to Crewe, which I think is basically based around the same time zone. There is another route that has also recently released, which is the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley route. So I think eventually we're actually probably going to see the entirety of the West Coast Main Line mapped, all the way, probably from Glasgow Central all the way down to London Land, which would be quite cool. One DLC at a time though, because I realised there's actually like 3 UK routes that have released since the last time I played this. So we've got some catching up to do actually. I still never actually played driving across the city. Yeah. We've got some catching up to do. Actually, I don't think we've done Manchester neither. Okay, well, West Coast Main Line, let's go over here and see what this is. So what we might do is... I'm trying to remember if there's a way of doing this. Huh. Interestingly, I thought we would be given access to the class 20 because it features so prominently in the screenshots. Interesting that you aren't. Oh no, you are. Yeah, okay, we are. Timetable. Yeah, okay. They're just not in order. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, okay. They're in order of leading number rather than, like, overall number. So 1 comes, the 1 of 142 comes before the 2 of 20, right? That's why I was getting confused. Fine, let's just pick, I wonder what this, are these like trains or cargo? Anyway, it actually doesn't matter. What we'll do, we'll go for a little bit of an explore. So we've seen Preston from the previous DLC. So what we'll do is we'll come down to Crewe Actual. I will take a little bit of an explore of the place before we get into the route good and proper. Press L for your headlamp. Walking around the path. So, welcome to 1980s UK. As you can see, we have some nice old vehicles. And as you can clearly see, not much has changed in the many decades since. So, this is Crewe Station Rail Drive. Ah, there we go. So this is where we have to work out what the collectibles are for this map. God, imagine walking onto a train with a pie that size. So is that fucking hammer? Is that hammer relevant? No. Interesting. Oh. From 21st of June 1987, the CERM second class will be changed to standard. Yeah. When we tried to get rid of the class system, which never worked. Rail tours to Edinburgh. This is the age of the train. Well, not really, because the 80s are after the 60s, and the beaching cuts happened in the 60s, where the UK lost. Was it like? It was a very high percentage. Porkside colliery cannot sound any more unappealing. Yeah, I missed that. Where did I say that? What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, that was it. It was quite a high number. I think it was around about 60% of our railways we lost during the beaching cuts. Basically everything except like the main lines and the most major of suburban like lines were completely cut. So yeah, I dare say the 80s were not the golden. Look at this fucking misery. I dare say the 80s were not the heyday of British railway stuff. Ah yes, a waste ground. Cool, so this is Crewe Station. It's actually massive. Holy shit. I didn't expect it to be this big. Alright, let's take a quick yeet around the place. Ooh, a shitter? Hell yeah. I've never been to this train station, so I cannot comment on its life-likeness. However, Just Trains are the ones who developed this, and Just Trains are known for, you know, very high quality add-ons, both Just Flight in terms of their flight simulator add-ons, Just Trains in terms of the train simulator add-ons. They are very much known for their quality. Oh hey look, the dungeon. Where does this take me? That was like a service passage. Hell yeah. Jesus Christ, you're getting fucking lost here. Oh. What are you doing, frame rates? So we came up and over here. I'm trying to work out what collectibles there are. So we've got railway route maps as one collectible. Let's head over to a different platform and see what we're doing. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Oh, hey, you can actually go inside the ticket office. So this is not where we started. So this is a nice little waiting area. God, this place is massive. Holy shit. This is actually bigger than some of the... Ooh. A pie barm. Oh god. By the way, if you're not from the UK, you may be surprised to learn that the word for like this bread product here is the most inconsistent thing across the United Kingdom. Some people will call it a roll. For me, it's a roll. Some people will call it a bap, a barm, a cob. I can't. There's more. There is more. I don't know what they are. So the second one is a pie barm. Oh, another little waiting room. I was gonna say I hear something, but actually it's a roadway up here. So we found 2 of the collectible content. Do we see anything that could stipulate a third? It might be these parcels. Let's run recklessly across the train tracks. Okay. Can one not jump anymore? Okay, this is, as it turns out, it's not collectible. Maybe we should have gone to a smaller station to figure this out. We're deeply divided when burning a roll is considered cuisine. Yeah, I I don't like a well-fired roll. I was in Tesco the other day and I saw them selling like well-fired rolls, and I was like, if I was drunk and trying to set up a barbecue, I might accidentally pick up those fucking like rolls as like charcoal briquettes. They look fucking awful. Wait, have we been in this one? I don't think we have. Is there any more patterns in here? There is not. Okay, well, we found 2 of the collectibles. It's the same one. It's a weird, out of the way kind of place. Oh, hang on a minute. That's wide open. Found the 3rd one. It's a relay box. And so we're only missing 1 more type of collectible. I feel like it's gonna have something to do with these trolleys, but there's just so many of them that it doesn't seem likely. Oh, hang on a minute. Here's a parcel cage that's empty. Frame rates, what are you doing? Let's try this. No, okay. Look for something out of the ordinary. Is that another relay box? Oh, I can actually go inside here. Huh. Gingerbread man. The only other thing that looks kind of out of place, this is actually a nice touch that you can go inside these little railway surveillance, well, they're not really surveillance booths. I don't really know what they would, probably just a place for track workers to do maintenance, because with this many tracks there's going to be a lot of points, and points are your, well, they're almost your Achilles heel of railway travel. They move all the time, which means they are quite prone to braking, and when they brake, 9 times out of 10 you can't really traverse them. Okay, I do not know what the last thing is going to be, but we've explored enough of this station. It is actually genuinely massive, so much so it has to have floodlights to illuminate the entire area, which is whack. Let's go and drive a train. Why not? Why not? Why not? So we'll go to the main menu. And let's see about getting acquainted with this route. To the trains, to the trains. Okay, let's do a timetable route. Let's go for... let's go for a class 87. Let's see what we do here. So intercity service. London Euston to Inverness and Glasgow Central. Damn. Oh my god. Loaded steel train. So some of these are passenger routes and some of them aren't. Okay, that means you can fuck off. You can basically tell by the TOPS code. So if it's 1, it's an express train. If it's 2, it's a stopping train. If it's 6, it's a freight train. We don't know what 7 is. I also don't know what CCAT is. 0 is a light engine. 4 is empty freight, I think, or fast freight. Crewe EMD. Alright, let's just do a midday passenger-ish service. London Euston to Carlisle. That'll do us. Cool. Actually, I kind of want to come into Crewe light motor. London Euston to Carlisle. Is there Carlisle to somewhere? They all seem to be going Crewe to Crewe. Glasgow Central to London Euston, stopping at Wigan and Warrington en route. Okay, that's the route that we want to do. So I kind of want to see us come into Crewe, because that looks like it's going to be an interesting one to navigate. What we're going to do, we're going to shut our eyes and we're going to pick the weather. Boom. Oh, well, third day it is. Let's get started. So we're going to be the driver for this train. Okay, doke. So what we'll do before we get started proper, we'll have like a quick look at our train. This is one of the cool ones where you can actually go inside the train proper. It's not too often that you actually see this. So these are the like electric engines and things. So yeah, in most trains you can actually walk. Well, sure. Most trains you can actually walk through them, but that's very rarely modelled until Just Trains came along. I wanted to show the world how it's done. So we'll take a quick look at our train and explore a little bit of British Railway history. So this is a guard car here. This is a little bit of a thing from yesteryear. Basically, before, I mean, even in the 80s, a lot of freight was still moved by rail, including parcels. Like Royal Mail used to run like a fleet of trains just moving parcels. And so guard cars were a part of this one. So you could double open these doors to get big cargo in, and these were just simply cargo areas. So you would put your cargo here, and it would be guarded. So this is where the guard would sit. You would sometimes have guards and conductors, although in modern parlance, a guard is basically guard and conductor are used almost synonymously. So the guard would actually come down through the train and start checking tickets and things, something you can do by these internal doors here. So yeah, I think this is... Oh yeah. Let me open the door. There we go. You can't open... There's no handles on the inside. You can only open these from the outside. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this one here is first class. So we've got a couple of first class seats. As you can tell, it is not packed in. Yeah, we'll not give up control. Interestingly, no shitters on such a big train. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to do the entire fucking, like, 6-hour journey or whatever, holding it in. This, I think, is the buffet car, so you come in here, and if you want a snack, you would come here. Currently closed off just now. And then, now we're in cattle class, so you can see it's actually still fairly spacious, as the intercity trains tend to be. But it's a little bit more packed in than it's a little bit more packed in than the first class. And then here is the same thing, but it's got the intercity livery on it. So this is British Rail blue, and then this is intercity proper. You can see it's got a different color of seats. Here again, I don't know if there's anything else of interest here. No, okay, that's pretty much it. I wonder if that's gonna be the bathroom in there. Yeah, okay, so there's no door modeled on it, but oh no, it's there. So this is gonna turn out to be the shitter. Fair enough. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to get ready to go for our restart, and we'll actually drive this train towards its destination. While that's loading in, if you can bear with me about 3 minutes, folks, I need to quickly sort something. Okay, try and not lose the back end. Nope. Fuck.
Wow. You know what you can do with that chocolate, Cam? You know what you can do with it?
I was dead! I did nothing!
You know what you can do with that chocolate?
What, shit it out and spread it on my toast?
Exactly.
What
Sorry,
the
stay-
fuck?
Let's get into it. Don't get into it.
What the fuck? Look at this, we're winning 6-2 and our team's falling apart for no reason.
That's the secret.
That's too bad.
I was not ready for the command. Why is everyone so sure she's gonna die? Don't let the fucking get. All they are flashlights. No, not function. They're flashlights with lantern arms. A little slip of the tongue there. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, horse. Oh, bless it. Did you run full force with that Texas?
I saw that.
Jeffrey is single-handedly bankrupting his state for this.
It's not embezzlement if it's for the FTMD, you know?
They might not get a happy story, okay, but they will.
Which one is the crowbar?
It's a crowbar.
This crowbar is made of crowbar. I don't know, man. I thought it was just a dumb fucking name. Dumb fucking.
I know.
Oh no. This poor wagon driver. This poor wagon driver is being held up by this fucking beagle bossing an angry one in the middle of the street. Oh no, look at the look at him not giving a shit. Well, our doors are closed. Can't see the problem. There is no problem. Preston. What the fuck was that the cover its body just did? And if it does, we could be looking. Am I stuck? Am I? Oh, it's a lamppost. I love that you can actually shoulder check and things like that.
12 seconds later.
Oh, that man just got absolutely cucked by those roadworks. Oh, it's beautiful.
I was sweaty. I was an absolute train wreck. And I just walked into first class and like, sup, motherfuckers? Gonna fucking. Oh, Lord!
I was like, I'm but 3% sure I make this turn. Oh, by a fucking fire.
Get your dilly vegetables.
Strawberry isn't a vegetable, you fucking mortal!
No, boom, boom.
We'll do boom booms later.
Hi there, Mr. Bradshaw. Pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah, good to see you.
I believe Mr. Julio and Miss Isabella have just taken the boat over to come and see you.
Well,
how did we choose the same time? Oh, Lord. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, god damn it. Okay.
I mean, are you...
Shit. Shit. Oh, Lord. We were supposed to...
Fuck yeah.
What's happening?
Dude, I think he's personally trying to attack you, Astrid. Do you want me to take him out? I have this.
You're behind the bar. I can't see your fucking hands.
I'm so sorry. Let me show you. I have this.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
You can say if you want to, you can fuck a hooker.
thing was that facial expression. We just shot the stupid right out of them. Oh, that was. I'm down to the slow fuck. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually fucking shitting me? Oh! I kind of like the flat cap. Oh, what a fucking surprise! The fucking northerner likes a fucking flat cap. Alrighty, sorry about that, folks. Alright, we're back. Let's get ready to drive this train. So, we're going on the way from Preston all the way down to Crewe, stopping at Wigan and Warrington. Now, is that actually two separate stations? No, Wigan is one and Warrington is the other. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and do this one. So this train requires the guard to open the door, so we will signal the guard to do that. Let's go ahead and get the master key in. Oh yeah, master key. Okay, master key is on. Let's go ahead. Okay, get up. Right, where's my fuse box? Or is it over? Is it over here? So we need to turn the AWS on because it's not on by default. It's not on the back, is it? I highly doubt it would be. Okay. I haven't driven this train in so long. In fact, I haven't driven any train in so long. Oh no, it's gonna be here. AWS here. AWS on. Yep, there it is. There we go. So that is what I like to refer to as the demented goose. Okie doke, fine. Let's go ahead. We'll get some instrument lights on bright just in case we go into a tunnel. Warm air, tail lights off cab. Headlights we'll put on. And we will put the marker lights on. Actually, we can probably put the headlights off. We'll keep the marker lights on, and then that is us here. We wish to go forward. Hey, Noswolf. Okie doke. So you can hear the electric engine is spooling up. This is the thing that we're dealing with here. We've got our marker lights on. So this train is incredibly weird to drive, and I'll get into it in a minute. Locomotive brake is off. We will wait for this to release. So we can see the brake pressure inside the cylinder is dropping quite nicely down to 0. And the pressure has been returned to the brake pipe. This is good. Okie doke, fine. Let's get to it. So power controller, we're going to go into hold. And then we are going to give it some juice. So this is one of these things where this is not a throttle as such. This is the weird thing about this train. So all this lever does is it puts energy into or takes it out of the transformers. Now, if there is energy in the transformers, the train will accelerate. So when that runs down to 0, we will basically stop accelerating except for gravity. So let's just run up. And you can blow the transformer. So if you get it into the red zone, you will blow the transformer and you will not be able to go anywhere. The weak field generator is basically how much oomph your train has. So 35-mile-an-hour speed sign here. What's this? Yeah, okay. Fine. Yeah, so weak field generator is basically how much oomph the engine has. So we can see we're actually a little bit over, we're probably about 25% of our top engine use here. We can afford to give it a little bit more oomph, so let's notch up. So notch up gives you like a little kick of energy into the system, useful for if you want to ever so slightly change up and down the amount of energy that's held in the transformers. And we can go up to 110 miles an hour, so let's run up, and we're going to run up all the way into the 15 range. Okay, so the weak field's at 80%. Once it reaches 100, I won't be able to give any more kind of engine oomph. And that bell is the AWS telling us the signal is green, but we know that anyway. Woohoo! 100 miles. I'm not sure I enjoy that we're like rhythmically bouncing up and down. Performance isn't the best. Let's run up. And so that is us maxed out on the weak field limit. So that is the most oomph we are going to be able to give this train. I don't know if it's because I've not played this for a while. I don't remember the performance of this game being this bad. Like, there's just stutters constantly. And I was looking to see, this game is, like, Dovetail haven't bothered updating the engine in long enough that doesn't have, like, frame generation or anything that was, like, you know, like, previous gen graphic update. So, because the weak field is at 100%, I can't put any more energy into the system, but there is still energy held in the transformers that we're bleeding through. So you can just see up here, this little tiny blue bar indicates how much we're accelerating. Speed limit here is 110 miles an hour, maximum speed is also 110 miles an hour, so that's fine. Yeah, I do apologize for the stutters. I don't honestly know why it's this bad. Because the GPU isn't maxed out, the RAM or VRAM isn't maxed out, the CPU isn't maxed out. There's no reason the game should be stuttering like this. Oh, high speed pass. As we come to a station here. Okie doke, so 100 miles an hour and we still have some juice in the tank. It's gonna take us a little while to get there though. So I'm gonna be a bit cautious when stopping this train. One, because I haven't driven a train in so long, and two, because we're going quite fast with a fairly large consist of carriages. The trouble with train driving is getting a train moving is not particularly difficult. Getting a train stopped is a bit challenging. What happened there? My transformer just below? not braking, but I've got no engine. And the game is just shitting the fucking bed. Oh shit. The fault light is not illuminated. Okay, we do have power. Let's try and get the weak field back up. Okay, weak field is back up. We're on a fairly steep uphill, so we're not really getting anywhere here. But that's fine. We're not losing speed anymore. Yeah, maybe if you hold too much, if you hold energy in the transformer for too long, it'll blow. It won't blow, but it'll just like dump charge, which maybe is what happened there. What is happening with these fucking frame drops? Okay, speed limit change coming up ahead, so let's just run down the weak field. Okay, so that is going to run itself down. Let's do a first application of the brakes. So there we go. Temporary speed limit ahead. So this is one of the first times we've seen this in a while. So randomized events can happen. So this is like, that's the train equivalent of train roadworks. So we've gone over a temporary AWS. We need to bleed their speed off a little bit faster. We'll do 50% service. First application. We're still bleeding off our speed, and let's full release on these brakes. Okay, we're on a little bit of downhill actually, so let's do a little bit of first application, and we'll go back to running. So there we go. Temporary speed limit 70 miles an hour. T, I don't know what that means. And we're back up to speed here. Okay, right, fine. Let's run up the weak field. We've still got 3 miles to go. So we'll get the weak field back up to, you have arrived! Yeah, you have, nice little. Sorry, I missed that message. I don't know why that's not pinging. Okay, let's get the weak field back up to 100%, and that's going to give us some oomph in the traction motors. So we're just going to keep accelerating until we're within a mile of Wigan, and then we will take it from there. Okay, hopefully this doesn't alt-tab the game, but let's start. Okay, so we're on a bit of a downhill here. This will help us pick up speed. The stuttering that you're seeing is not, it's not streaming artifacts. This is actually like the game. I don't know if just trains have made this route too complicated or what, but like, yeah, performance today is not good. We are stuttering like a motherfucker. But the thing is, my system... 75 miles an hour speed limit ahead. So let's once again run down this. And we're going to go 50% brake, please and thank you. So that was a permanent AWS, so we got the Demented Goose, which changes the sunflower dial to the sunflower position, and that is your audio-visual warning of something up ahead. I might be going too fast for the speed limit change, yeah. It's fine, it's not catastrophically fast. What we're going to go back to first application. Okay, so feather signal ahead, but we are staying on the main line, so this is fine. Let's go back to 50% braking, please, and thank you. You know what, let's actually go 100%. Full service. Oh shit, we're gonna miss this. Well, maybe not actually. We're braking pretty hard. Okay, let's go back to first application. And then let's release. Cool. So we're just gonna coast into the station here. It's actually so hard to like activate the controls properly with the amount of stuttering that we've got, which is genuinely a bit shit. Okay, here's the edge of the platform here. So let's go 50% service, please and thank you. Oh god, the brakes take a while to kick on here. That's okay. So we're over the line, but our first carriage isn't. So that's fine. So we're going to unlock the left side of the door, and then that is fine. Let's put our power controller into neutral. So yeah, this train is quite interesting to drive because of this little transformer thing. Okay, so we are leaving Wigan about a minute after we're intended to. So as far as British Rail timekeeping goes, that's actually not bad. Okay, let's go for full release of the brakes, please and thank you. And let's go run up. So we're going to keep us in the green for a little bit. Just the top end of the green until we pick up a little bit of speed. What a train. I quite like trains that you have to like drive in a rather interesting way. Okay, so we're above 10 miles an hour, so let's put us up into the high yellow range. We have 75 of God's own miles an hour to play with. So Wakefield at 60%. So this should take us to about 65 odd miles an hour. Which is fine. To be fair, we're coming up to a speed change up ahead of 100 miles an hour. So this has mixed old speed sign and new speed sign, which is pretty cool to see. But anyway, now that we're up at now that we're up to 100 miles an hour of speed limit, let's raise the Wakefield again. Okay, so that's us at 100% here. So we're using the downhill to help us accelerate, which is fine. We are 10 miles away from Warrington. And this train's got a bounce to it. These stutters are so unreasonable. There's no reason that these stutters should be present in this game. There's been ever-growing criticism, unfortunately, of Dovetail games recently. that they do not work on fixing the bugs and issues of their game. Instead, they just keep re-releasing basically the same game, but with a new number tacked onto the end of it. And part of the reason they do it is because they're not a big team, so they need that publicity of constantly re-releasing the game in order to get new players and new income coming in. But the trouble is they need to actually update stuff. Like in 2026, these graphic bugs should have been ironed out 2 graphics card generations ago. And the stuttering here is it's poor. Oh, we got a big wobble going on. Okay, so we're at 100 miles an hour here, so I'm actually going to run down the wheat field. So the acceleration seems quite content here. We're neither accelerating nor decelerating on the uphill. And so now this is where we manage our speed using notching. So we've ticked down 1 mile an hour, so let's notch up. Another train. Okay, 90 mile an hour speed limit up ahead. So we'll do first application of the brakes, and we are going to run down on the power controller. We're actually going to do 50% braking because we're a bit closer than I thought we were. Okay, so we're at 90 miles an hour, so we're just going to go release the brakes here. Actually, we'll keep it on first application. So we're 90 miles an hour. Mikal, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Right, 90 miles an hour here, but there's an 80 mile an hour speed limit coming up ahead. Let's release the brakes here. And so here is our 80 mile an hour zone. Which I don't see at all. Alrighty, we're going to come over here, and then we're going to be back to 100 miles an hour. So let's start pumping up the weak field generator again. So we want to get the weak field up to 80. That seemed to work quite well for us for 100 miles an hour. So weak field at 60, 70. Okay, no train fault, but we need to dump our energy there, which we have now done. And now I should be able to raise this up again. Yeah. Fine. We're still 4 miles from Warrington. So I'm not sure what causes these energy dumps. Part of the challenge of driving this train, I suppose. Let's get up to, so we'll notch to 80. Oh shit, I didn't see that speed limit change coming up. Okay, release the brakes. We're going to be getting back up to speed in 1 second. Okay, so we're up to 90. Let's actually run down to 60% of the wheat field generator. And then let's use gravity to just bring us into where we want to be. Okay, so as we approach Warrington, we're dipping down into 75 miles an hour. That should be fine. Keep our eyes peeled on the route. So it's still accelerating a bit at 60 on the wheat field. But yeah, interesting train to drive. Definitely keeps you awake. Okay, 75 miles an hour coming up ahead, so we are now going to run down and we are going to go to 1/3 braking, please and thank you. Green light ahead with no feather signal, so this is fine. We're now going to release the brakes here. So, 75 miles an hour right here. Very hard to see these old-timey speed signs. Okay, our transformer has fully run down, so let's put it back into the hold position. And we are now within a mile, so let us do first application of the train brake. Let's now do 50% application. Okay, so we're bleeding speed here quite nicely. I'm not going to need to go to full service this time, I hope. Quite slow to decelerate this train. I'm glad we were overly cautious. Okay, so let's now put us to first application. Actually, let's just release. So brake pressure is going to go back into the brake pipe. Let's put us into first application. This gives us just a little bit of speed bleed. And the game is frozen completely. Oh no, we're back. We're back. Oh, come on, Dovetail. And finally, let's go 50% braking, please and thank you. We'll try for a better stop than last time. So 2 yards is the best stop you and we're frozen again. Are you fucking kidding me? Right, hang on. Let's just... Like... So what's happening here, my graphics card's been running at 60% GPU use when I've been playing the game, normally, and now it's dropping to 17%. So the game has the resources there on my system to use, and it's just not using them. Go figure. Okay, 11 yard stop, that's fine. So, once again, all of our carriages are on where they need to be, so let's unlock the left side. And so we're loading absolutely nobody from Warrington. Oh, and we're early! We're actually early! We're not due to leave, we're actually, well, yeah, hell yeah, holy shit. This is unusual for us. Look at that glorious English industry. Okay, now we can lock the doors. And there's a guard signaling to us. I don't even know where the guard buzzer is. Okay, Fine. So full release on the brakes. Let's do a little run up. There we go. So we'll go to high green. And that'll give us a little bit oomph to get rolling. So we'll wait until we get to about 10 of those miles an hour. I'm just watching my GPU use, ready for if those fucking frames start dropping again. Okay, that's good enough for me. Fine. Let us run up once again. So we're going to put us to 15 on the traction motor display. And that'll do us. So that's given us a good bit of acceleration. And we are going to run up again until the weak field is at 60, which it now is. So we're going to let the acceleration take place, and then we are going to use the notch control up and down to solve that. I wonder if we can actually accelerate a bit quicker and then just notch down again. So we'll go to 15 on traction. There we go, that'll give us some good oomph. So yeah, basically if the Transformers have energy, you will accelerate, but the more energy it has, the faster you'll accelerate. So what we'll do, let's get up to 100% on weak field. Dang, there's a lot of train tracks down there, holy shit. I forget. No. One thing that was good about Train Simulator Classic was that you could actually pause the game from the external view, but the only way to do it now would be like I'm pretty sure there isn't a live pause, because the live pause was always good for getting a chance to like talk about things. That's not what I'm looking for. Controls. Keyboard controls. Camera, turntable, guard, locomotive. Yeah, I don't know if it does give you this. So my trouble with photo mode is photo mode. Okay, that's not really helpful, is it? Yeah, my trouble with hide overlay, there you go. Yeah, my trouble with photo mode is it has a really bad habit, unless it's been fixed, but it has a really bad habit of like nope, discard. It has a really bad habit of like changing the weather, and also you can't press like shift to fly faster, which is a bit frustrating. So if you want to look at something proper, it's a bit difficult to, unfortunately. Still, good to have in my back pocket, I suppose. No. Okay, fine. So we're actually up to 110 miles an hour, which is fine. So we can actually just keep our transformer maxed out for just now. We're up to 86 miles an hour with some good acceleration and a clear track ahead of us. Interesting getting to see the rail work still. I think that's probably one of the first times we've encountered a temporary speed restriction in a while. It's a shame it wasn't actually accompanied with any like rail infrastructure. like Euro Truck Simulator is quite good because when you have roadworks, it actually has like physical roadworks. They have little like assets that they can place along the way, which is actually pretty cool to see. Fine, so we're thundering along quite well. We just need to keep our eye on the transformer lest it decide to lose all its charge on us again as we make our way through the Middle English countryside. Nails are a good sign, means there's nothing ahead of us. Which is very good because we're doing 105 miles an hour, so we ain't stopping on a dime, that's for sure. Ding dong. Fine, I think this is kind of the fastest we can go on this uphill. I could try notching us up again, but I have a feeling that... Oh shit. Yeah, I don't like the look of that. And we're frozen again. There we go. There goes the transformer again. Okay, so transformer's gone, I think, because we've accidentally been mucking around with it. So I discovered you can actually like send it off gauge, which doesn't bode well. I think if it gets above 100%, I think that's actually what causes it. So what we'll do is we're just going to linger, and the weak field is at 0, so we're going to run up. We're going to get us all the way back to... So feeding energy into the transformer here. And so we'll do here. That's just shy of 100. This is where we want to be. So now we're getting a little bit of acceleration here, which we are losing ever so slightly on the uphill. Let's slice English countryside we got here. Red light up ahead, but it's some kind of red sign. It's a red building. And the horn? Now that most railway stations in the UK have like automated announcements, it's not really that common for trains to sound their horn when you go through stations. But it used to be something that was done before. So now that we are at 110 miles an hour, I'm just notching down our energy use a little bit so we can bleed off this extra mile an hour that we have acquired. So we're 110 miles an hour now with a transformer limit of 75% ballpark. So this is fine. We're on a little bit of a steep uphill here, so let's just notch up. So we're up to 80% weak field now for the climb upwards. Oh, conversation. Here we go. Fine. So we're now only 11 miles away from Crewe, and I'm looking forward to arriving in Crewe actually, because it looks like it's going to be a very interesting station. Let's just notch down. Notch down. I'm going to use the controls for this. So we're on a fair downhill, back into an uphill, so that'll help us bleed speed a little bit. Notch up. Notch up. So we're still decelerating a little bit, which is fine. Let's just keep notching up. And then that'll return us to the hold. So the notch system is really good for just those little bit of speed changes, which I quite like. This is quite an involved train to drive. Yeah, it's quite good in that way. So as the terrain changes, you really need to micromanage the transformer. But it's good. You've got such like precision control. Give us another 2 notches because we're bleeding speed a little bit. Again, if we are going to maintain our timetable, then we need to notch down. Yeah, if we're going to maintain our timetable, then we need to be basically precisely at top speed. Oh god, this is a tiny station. I didn't even recognize it as a station. Righty, we're back on a 1 in 270 incline here. We're now just 7 miles away from Crewe. So at this speed, that is basically just shy of 4 minutes for us. So feather signal there, but we don't have a feather position, which means we are staying on the main line. Notch up a little bit, please. Okay, we now need to pay attention to the top right and see what speed limits are coming up. Get the feeling there's going to be some. Notch down a little bit just to bleed off our speed. I think this is the first time I've actually completed a drive in this train in a while, because I tend to be quite bad for mismanaging the transformer, but obviously having not played this for a little while and a fresh set of eyes has worked wonders for our train driving. Let's give us 2 notches upwards. now under 4 miles to Crewe. We have a green signal with no feather, so we'll just carry on. Carry on my way. Fine. Still holding 110 miles an hour. And there is some speed limits coming up ahead. So we're now going to run down on the throttle. And we're actually just going to do first stage braking. So we're going to let the transformer dump its energy. We are going to slowly brake. So we want to bleed off speeds to about 60 miles an hour. As we get closer to the station, we might increase the brakes. But the brakes take a long time to come on. Okay, double yellow signal that's flashing, which I don't think has an official definition. Double yellow means that the next signal is yellow. So let's upgrade this now to 50% braking, just in case that there is a permanent red in the unlikely event that there is, but actually no, fuck it, let's go back to stage 1. Okay, flashing yellow signal and the feather looks like it is activated. Nope, it actually isn't. Okay, flashing yellow. Cool, full service braking, because there's going to be a red light up ahead that we're not entirely sure where it is. So let's do first application until we see the red light. Oh, okay, so it's yellow now, that's fine. Let's full release on the brakes. So we're going to get another AWS squawk, and now the feather signal is activated. So we are now heading towards the left. Implemented use. So 80 mile an hour speed restriction here. And the left feather is activated. We have a shunting signal that is activated, probably telling us we are going for platform 5. We'll just coast in. I'm not really too worried about accelerating here. I might give us a little tickle with move, actually. Just high green, let that bleed through. So, yeah, the shunting signal is indeed showing us platform 5. So we were feathered left, and indeed we are taking this left here. We got ourselves up to 25 miles an hour. Now we are just getting ready to stop at Crewe platform 5. And what a mess this station is to come into. This is the one trouble with overhead wires, is it just gets so freaking messy. So messy. Okay, let's go brakes into first application and bleed our speed down to about 10 miles an hour. We can't overrun the station because there's a red signal at the other end of it, which means we would fail the scenario, which we don't want to do, not this late into it. So we're gonna stop nice and short. There we go. Unlock left. Huh. That's cool. I've not heard those station announcements. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Stood up there. Okie dokie. So we got the platinum medal for that. We only had 1, 2, 3. So we only had 6 instances of speeding, and only in one of those cases was it an egregious speed. So that even the temporary traffic lights, or the temporary railworks, sorry, did we actually have any issues? No, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Even the temporary, like, speed reduction there, we got to in time. Yeah, it was just the one that I was kind of looking at the transformer that we didn't actually make. Okie dokie, that is us for that one. So yeah, platinum medal on our first scenario. Not bad at all. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go to choose a route. Let's see which one that we want to take. So we'll move to a different train now. Could do a class 20. I don't think I've done the 20 in a hot minute. Let's do the BR blue with this. A rail tour service? Ooh. All of these are quite short is the only thing. Fiddler's Ferry. That is not a boat that I want to get on. Let's see. Sightings. Oh, I wonder if we can do both of these together. That would be quite interesting. So, Bickershaw Colliery. Loaded coal. As the park. Let's see. So, Parkside. Okay, it's done in parts, okay. Okay, this is cool. So I might be able to stack these. So we've not really done very much of these freight missions. So that might be kind of cool to see if you can actually stack them up. This is part 1. And then this is part 2. I should probably look up the top sign actually. That's probably not bad. I don't know if it's a different top sign. Oh, this might be a good one. Because this one looks to be... Yeah, okay. So part 1 and part 2. I wish there was a way of doing it the other way around. I wish this system was a little bit more intuitive, but it is what it is. So let's maybe look here. Latchford sidings is not what I want to do. Look for part 1. This is the Parkside Colliery. And then the rail tour. Okay, I think we'll just do those ones that are like side by side. Where was it? I think they're around about here. We'll do the loaded one first. I just need to find it again. Part 1 and part 2 is not here. I remember it being a part 1 and a part 2 like right next to each other. Loaded coal train. Okay, this'll do. Okay, let's see how these stack up. So we've not driven class 20 in a hot minute, so that'll probably take us a little bit of time to do. Once again, let's go ahead and see. Oh, actually, hang on. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Oh, what a fucking surprise. Okay. Alright, give me a second, folks. Oh, there's a man in there. Oh god, he looks like the fucking Gestapo! Okay. That's a hard yikes for me, dog! I don't know why. I don't want to be buying a train ticket from anybody in a black leather trench coat. Oh, fuck! God dang! RAF local pilots are trapped in their hotel quarters lift. A shortfall and alert crews until their rescue. Oh, that's really funny.
What the fuck do I do? Help me!
Righty, I have opened up the window because it is super muggy in here. Okay, doke, let's see how this goes. So I'm curious to see if these actually genuinely stack or not. So the Class 20 is a bit of an interesting train. It's kind of akin almost to like how the Americans do their trains. So it's got like the cab at one end, but it's got these walkways down the side where you can actually, as a driver, you can see down. So you can actually. Okay, that's not gone well. Hey, Noms. That's not gone well at all. There we go. So yeah, facing this way, you can actually see down the side of the locomotive, which is pretty cool. Is this not the one that's got manual window wipers? Yeah. So if you want to clear your windscreen, you actually have to grab the handle and twist and turn, which is pretty funny. Class 20s are often accompanied in pairs, so that you can. Wait a minute. Oh, I have two sets of Class 20s? Huh. So I've got a pair of Class 20s at the front, and a pair of Class 20s at the rear. That is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's remind ourselves of how to do this. So fuse cupboard. There should be a power cupboard somewhere, unless... Aha, here it is. Fine, okay. What I'm looking for, though, is... Aha, here we go. Okay. What I'm trying to work out is... So these are the lights. So there are tail lights there. How do I activate them? There's got actual animations in it. How do we activate the tail lights? In a train this old, they will not come on automatically. Maybe they do. No, I need the master key in. And where would the master key be in this train? Master key? It's usually not particularly difficult to find. The DSD holdover. That was a master key. Where would I be? I wonder if I need to do full service. Where the fuck is the fucking key? Oh wait, it's not on this panel, is it? Ah, okay, yeah, here it is. Master key. Fine, okay, that's why I couldn't find it. I was looking in the wrong fucking place. So now, yeah, okay. Ha! Okay, so now if I put to reverse. How does one... So there are taillights here. How does one activate the... How does one activate the taillights? Unless it's over here. Wiper, wiper. There must be some fucking way of doing it. Okay, I'll still try doing this. Okay, it says there's individual switches. I wonder if it's... No. Instrument panel. What the fuck? Brake selector. Slow speed selector. This is like one of the wildest things. It should not be hard to find this control. I doubt it would come on automatically. I like that you can actually turn on the hot plate though, it's kind of funny. Alright, I guess we are not doing this properly. There must be a way. Oh, fine. Fuck it, whatever. Restart. Okay, let's get our train set up properly then. Well, not properly, but we'll get our train set up enough that we can fucking drive it. And let's go and do this freight route. This is, I think, our first time doing a freight route on stream in at least a hot minute. Okie dokie. So we know where the master key is this time, so let's get that one sorted. So the master key is in place. Cab change to this one, please, and thank you. Isolation. Okie dokie. Reverser to the forward position. Let's do the marker light. So we'll do bottom marker, and the top marker. So interestingly enough, in yesteryear, all of these used to mean something. Oh, bless me. So like a single light on at the top would be like express passenger service, and that was how you could tell. Before we hit on the idea of actually putting signs on the front of trains to say what the TOPS code is, that's how you could basically tell what the TOPS class was. So 1 was up here, I think like 2 was like a number 2, which is a stopping passenger service, was just this one. So yeah, they all actually meant something, and I just realized something. I think I worked out what it was. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. Okie doke. That means we can actually do this properly, to be fair. Let's restart this real quick. So we'll set up our cab end in a little minute. Now that we've finally figured out the switches. Okay, out we go, and we're going to go for a run down the train. So we have 1 minute to get there and back, and I think this is quite a long train. So one of the cool things about Train Sim World, like with their interactivity, is like, there's a lot of like, I don't know where it is on these specific carriages, but like you can actually activate like levers and switches on the actual carriages themselves, which is pretty cool. Train, but I can see the end of it. So this is the colliery. This is where we get our coal from, and here is the class 20s at the other end. So what we'll do, as you can see, there's no tail lights on. So we're going to climb up here. And we are going to put those tail lights on. Prim and proper that we are. Close the door. There we go. So the tail lights are now on. Let's close the head code displays here and here. It's one thing I actually don't like. I wish Train Sim World would give you a feature where you could like choose how long before the route actually starts for you to sit in the cab, because like sometimes things do require, like it gives you the ability to very precisely set up your train correctly, but then it doesn't actually give you the time to do it. No. Yeah, it's only been a minute, man. Okay, we can hear the class 20s rumbling away. So this is interesting because we've actually got 4 trains here. Okie dokie. Right, master key is going to go in. Cab selector to this end. Let's do... that one. Let's do marker light, instrument light, and cab light, please, and thank you. Reverser to forward. Let us full release the train brake system. Locomotive brake is off and the handbrake is off. Let's get the window wipers going to a little bit oomph. Okay, a little bit more oomph than that, please, and thank you. And let's give it a little bit of throttle. So we'll do 20% throttle. Waiting for the brakes to discharge. So as soon as the brake cylinders reach 0, should get a little bit of forward oomph. Maybe not. Handbrake is definitely a release, isn't it? Yeah. We are moving ever so slightly. Need to be careful of wheel slip with like this. So if we hammer the throttle, we might get some wheel spin. Maybe not. Cool, okay, we are off. So the rear of the train is set up correctly, and the front of the train is now set up. We are limited to 20 of those miles an hour, so yeah, let's get up to speed. So the thing about TOPS classifications is they tend to be done in, or initially before we got too many locomotives, but they were done in engine, like power. So 20 is not a very high number, which means it doesn't have a massively strong engine to it. That is indeed why there is 4 of them. Interesting. I don't really know what these do, to be honest with you. Also for 3 points. There we go, 3 points. Yeah, unfortunately that little slow speed control actually undid a lot of our momentum. So we have left the coal works. There's a little manual junction here. So a little bit of a level crossing here. This is like a proper countryside level crossing. I was going to say the rain is subsiding, but no, not really. Okay, we're giving us as much oomph as we can. Hopefully we start leveling out soon in terms of the ground, because otherwise this is going to be quite a difficult climb for us to get out of Dodge. Still at 11 miles an hour. Ah! This is why I don't do freight. Leveled out, so hopefully we can actually start gaining some speed now. I say hopefully with absolutely no faith. Oh, I see a little bit of a blue bar there. We're accelerating a little bit. miles an hour. God, that was unthinkable a minute ago. Hopefully there's a speed limit increase somewhere. I love seeing like the disused lines. It's something that when I did Transport Fever 3, Transport Fever 2, sorry, I haven't played Transport Fever 3, nobody has. When I did Transport Fever 2, it was something that I like tried to replicate a little bit. Let's do 20% throttle and see where we get to it. Do I just nerf the engine completely? Oh, bugger! I know, here we go. Okay, this is a very slow throttle. Wait, was that up? Oh, it's a level crossing sign. Oh, it's a telephone level crossing. Use the phone, but they haven't actually rendered the phone. Okie dokie. Fine. Let's give us a little bit more oomph for this uphill. So we're up to 65%. We're still bleeding speed. Let's just go 100% and bleed it back that way. What's the top speed of this train? 60 miles an hour? But the speed limit goes all the way up to 90. Why give me something I can't use? Okay, we're unfortunately still 2 miles away from that signal. So, how's everyone's Friday going? This is why I don't like doing freight stuff, and to a lesser extent why I don't like doing like express passenger train stuff, because I don't know, like I said, I like to do stuff, yeah, and driving a train is quite straightforward, and it's the act of like stopping a train that is the challenge. And so in a stopping passenger service where you are like constantly might go for actually I might just do a little locomotive break. So at the minute I'm only braking with the lead locomotive, which actually does anything. It is doing literally nothing. Okay, we'll release that one. We'll do initial application, see if we can't bleed off a little bit of speed. So this, what I'm figuring out is this train is very, very slow to do anything. It's very slow to activate the brakes. It's very slow to accelerate or change speed. It is just quite slow. Quite slow indeed. Well, we've 1 mile to go, which at this speed will take us 3 minutes. I would say we'll enjoy the English countryside, but we're currently enjoying the English weather, so go fuck ourselves, I guess. Tell you what, chat, watch the train. I'm gonna go and get a drink.
Whee!
Good work, guys. You didn't crash the train. And we're within a mile of where we need to be. I wasn't going to do it today, but I've decided to turn on the slushy machine purely because it's so freaking hot and humid today. Like, it's not actually that warm, all things considered, but it is just so freaking, yeah, it's so humid that although it's not hot, the heat just like clings to you. Okay, tell you what, actually, let's just not accelerate. And let's just get ready on this brake. So we're going to do initial application since it does take a while for the brakes to come on. Okay, we'll do 50% braking, and that is barely slowing us down. Let's do 3/4 braking. And again, that is barely slowing us down. Okay, full service braking. Emergency? Please stop! This is like the slowest near mission fail I think I'm ever gonna have. Please fucking stop. Okay, we're gonna stop, we're fine, we're fine. Okie dokie. We have no signal yet. Let's just double check. Denied. Wait for the signal to change. So this means there's probably something on the main line up ahead that we are waiting for. And the busiest fucking main line. Ah, we have the chunking light. Okay, there we go. Okay, doke. So the shunting signal is where we want it to be. So let's do full release on these brakes, and we will. Let's see about this actually. Slow speed 1. Let's see how this thing actually works. So this is basically like cruise control. So this is what you would use for like actually loading the wagons at a set speed. Slow speed 2 doesn't really do anything. Let's just put slow speed off. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, full throttle. Let's give this some time to spool up. Whole miles an hour, holy shit. Alright, let's just kill the throttle for now. So we'll let the uphill bleed our speed. So we'll bleed our speed quite gently. We should be up to 25 miles an hour soon. And so we will just hold on the slow speed brake application. So the thing about this train is because we've got so much momentum, this is why it takes us so long to freaking stop. So we'll just gently bleed our speed until we get to about 5 miles an hour, and then we will coast until stopping point. But at the moment, it looks like we're probably not going to bleed enough speed off before that. I also like the real rendered raindrops. That is a nice effect that Train Sim World got right that other simulators have like failed to get right. I remember when I first saw that in Train Simulator, and it's like, what? Crazy. Okie doke. Let's full release these brakes just now. And we are just letting gravity slow us down. Yeah, we can actually basically stop anywhere there and we're actually okay. Fine. We'll just wait until we come to a halt and then... Oh, fuck it, we'll just stop here. Quick 6 yard stops fine. In my eyes. Okie dokie! Let's put the brakes on to 60% to hold us in place. Oh, and we have to do some uncoupling. Look at that one. Okay, let's hold on the brakes here. Let's uncouple. speed position. And let's release these brakes. Oh, so this is half a mile an hour. Dang, that's hella slow speed. What about slow speed 2? They're both about half a mile an hour. Okay. Very precariously close into position. Okay, throttle off and service 50%, please and thank you. Okay. We are stopped. Don't know where it wants me to go. Probably what I was waiting for, isn't it? So the actual coal delivery train has been taken over by somebody else, and they are taking the coal somewhere. So yeah, we had another driver that is making off with our load of stuff. Okie dokie. Oh, and that's it done. Okay, fine. So we get the platinum medal for that. That's fine. Okay, let's not do that again. Yeah, let's not do that again. Okay, let's do something else then. Police are floating around outside. Could do some shunting. That is not something that we... Collect wagons. I love how it's got part 2 but no part 1. Alright, let's do like clouds. We haven't actually done very much in the way of shunting in a while, but it should take us a little ways. The day they get humping yards added to the game, that will be fun. Okie dokie, so this is what we are riding today. This is a shunter. So this is a class 08 shunter. So these are like high torque, low horsepower beasts that are used for building trains. So we'll need to do that at some point. So I don't see where our wagons are. Okay, look, let's get this train set up, please, and thank you. If I was a master key, where would I be? I love the hot plate. So because train drivers will typically, non-passenger train drivers will typically take their breaks in the cab. They have the ability to heat up their food inside of the cab, which is kind of funny. Okie dokie. If I was a master key. Oh, there isn't a master key for this. Okay, let's go reverse. So we're gonna go back this way. Where's my lights is the only thing. Cab heating valve, emergency brake. Another cool thing is you can move this depending on what side you want the seat sit on. Do we have the option for lamp? Brake selector switch air, exhauster switch is normal. I do not think I have any option for the lights. Just lamp again unless I pop outside. Yeah, kind of weird. Oh, there's a master key. It's already on for my convenience. Brake overcharge. Marker light. Marker light on. Marker light off. And this one. Fine. Okie dokie. That works. Let's head in here. We're going to close this door. We're going to sit in the driver's seat. We are going to full release on these brakes, please, and thank you. And let's give it a little bit of oomph on the throttle and open these gauges. So let's do 1.5. Where's the brake gauge? Brake release. Okay. Oh. Game's broken. Oh. Okay. Give me a minute, folks. Never mind, it came back. It came back. Okay, fine. Reverse. Why are we not moving? The engine's giving it oomph. Train brake is full released. The reverser is set correctly. Handbrake is released. Is there a locomotive brake somewhere? Is that what I'm missing? False. Oh. Local brake for release. Does that need to be open? Oh, hang on. Let's put the throttle back to like 1. So I think I see the issue here. Do you just need to be in the dead position? Is that what it is? So the brake pipe has nothing in it because all of the brakes are... Okay, might not be doing this one. So for a reason I can't understand, the train brakes are not releasing. I know not of why. Okay, train brakes are releasing now. Oh, do I need to be sitting in the driver's seat? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay, it's a dead man switch. That's frustrating. Okay, fine. So full release on this. Okay, brake cylinder has everything in it. That's fine. So now we should be able to engage the throttle. Amplitude. Oh, hang on. Okay. I'm not sure what changed there. Cool. Okay. Fine. So there's a dead man's handle in place. If we stand up, it actually cuts the brakes, which is annoying. Okay, so we have to get to 10 miles an hour. All of the speed gauge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Okay, we will kill. So I assume we need to... We need to find the wagon, so we're probably going to end up having to put some of those class 20s onto the wagons. Love the shitty little marker like these things have. I think there's like a signal. I mean, it says there's a signal, but I think it's that one there. Let's just kill the throttle. Okay, maybe not. God, this thing's like auto braking. Okay, kill the throttle and let's do 50% service on the local brake. wait for a minute. So I think we're going to change direction here. So this will be the yard controller just getting everything in place for us to do. Dog barking somewhere. Okie dokie, and we are white across the board. So let's do reverser, throttle off, reverser, now forward. Throttle stage 1, local brake, oh it's here, full release. And forward we go. The throttle stages on this are super weird. Oh, 15 miles an hour. Nice. So I think there's going to be wagons here that we're going to pick up, and we're going to attach them to one of these class 20 consists, I think. Throttle stage 4, hell yeah. Dang, 15 miles an hour, now we're talking. Oh, never mind, he's wandering off on his own. Okay, so here's the signal. So I think we want to get onto the other side of the signal set here and then just stop. This. I can't actually see where we're going, but we're probably going to get ready to reverse again. So let's go here, do throttle off. Can't see the light, so we're waiting for either the light or the shunting light. Though that pair of class 20s is probably going to try and get the way out of Dodge. Objective complete. Ooh, we have WLs. We have to travel for a mile? Oh god, okay, alright. Right, local brake release. Got stage 1. Alright, let's just get us going up at 15 miles an hour. Oh hell yeah. Giving it revs! Let's do 2 and a third, 2.5. Trying to get us to maintain 15 miles an hour. So this thing stops really quickly if you take the throttle away, which is kind of weird. Quite a plucky little machine though, isn't it? there goes. Oh, class 20 is waiting in position. I think we're actually, so I think we're probably going to go up ahead to get carriages. I think this class 20 is going to take a position on the main line, and then we are going to go into position. Yeah, I suspect when we get here, we're going to see carriages, which we're going to end up taking. So we don't have an AWS in this, so hence why we're not getting any squawkings over this yellow light. This little red blink. Another main light coming over here though, it's quite interesting. We're on quite a steep downhill, so let's go ahead and keep leading this accelerator. Okay, we've killed the throttle entirely, and we are now on an uphill, so we're finally bleeding some speed. Let's get back to like 2. So at throttle stage 3 we are barely maintaining. But here's a light that we need to find. I don't actually know where we're going. Okay, let's just kill the throttle. Okie dokie. Cool, so we're waiting for all the points to get into place. So train brake is useful for when you have an entire brake here. The locomotive applies the brakes only to the locomotive. If you're running as a light engine, it tends to be okay. Fine, so no feather signals, but we have got a green light. So let's fully release on this and give it some oomph, please and thank you. Let's kill the accelerator a little bit here. Now we're on an uphill, we need to give it a little bit more oomph on the accelerator. Still wind speed. Maybe a little bit more on top of that. What's the tree doing? I love how even when you look externally, like you can see that you're in this kind of like forwards, backwards position. You're not sitting entirely forward, but then you're not sitting entirely backwards either. Okay, maybe that keep the stance down a little bit. Lonely little class 08. Got myself wind speed. There we go, we're accelerating. It's quite interesting trying to do this without the thing up here. The reason why I like having this little gauge, the accelerometer, is because as a train driver, you can actually feel if you are like accelerating or not accelerating. But obviously this being a simulator, we don't have that luxury. So we have to make do with gauges, and so this is quite handy for, you know, filling in the gap for the senses that we don't have. Accelerate here. God, we're going around the world. We're doing a lot of driving, but not actually doing anything. I'm trying to work out what that is over there. Looks like a class 142. Oh, no, it's not. I think it's like the maintenance bus type thing. Okay, kill the throttle and on the brakes. So as we stop there, yeah, it's a guard. It's an old style guard wagon. So in steam trains, this used to be at the end of trains, so that like the guard could like supervise out the sides of the train. So by leaning into this cupola here, you could look down the entire length of the train, make sure nobody was hanging on or up to nonsense. The only problem that you've got, so the guard had the ability to stop the train, so that's like, actually this doesn't have an emergency brake in it, huh? Oh well. Oh no, it does. Okay, yeah, so the guard can stop the train, but actually because there's no opening here, the guard can't get to anything until it's actually stopped. Okay, we have a white signal here, so let's go ahead and power off the throttle. Reverser to reverse, please and thank you. Full release on the brakes, and let's give it a little bit of oomph on the throttle. Oh, hell yeah, we get to go to 60 miles an hour. What is the top speed of this? Usually there's a speed plate somewhere. Maximum speed 15 miles an hour. We'll see about that. We will see about that. Saw about it. We're speeding. Need to slow down before it costs us the platinum medal. Wigan Springs Branch North siding 3. What a name, just rolls off the tongue. Okay, so in the end, we never actually were allowed to go up to 60 miles an hour, and that's unfortunate. Okay, let's just keep slowing down. Full release here. And brakes again. Oh, we are past the signal. Okay. Stop. Okay. I'm ready to wait for that signal. mean, this is the 80s. This is probably where we would take a smoke break. Okay, couple 2 formation. Okay. Ooh. So this is now the feather signal. So we've been told to go to the siding. So we can get back in the cab and close the door. Let's get back in our seaty seat. Okay, throttle off. Reverser forward. Frame brake off. And a little bit of throttle, please. And throttle stage 4. Feel that acceleration. Hell yeah. And then that is us at our prescription 15 miles an hour. So let's hold nice and steady. So we're not going down the main line, which is over here. We have been signaled into the siding. So we'll probably take a right and then a right here. It's a shame we don't actually have to set the thing up automatically. Okay, let's just kill the throttle here. So I want to change sides here is what I want to do. Borrow the instrument cluster. So you need to do this quite precise like. So what we'll do, service brake up. And then let's just give us a little tiny tickle of oomph. So we want to get to about 2 miles an hour. That is more than enough. So we're going to kill the throttle. So that'll do. 1.5 miles an hour is good. So we basically want to just wait until we have the kiss, and then we will put the brakes on. Crunch, there it is. So brakes on, throttle off. Okie doke. Pop outside. So now let's complete the coupling. Boop. There we go. That is that done. Do we know? Did that actually couple? Oh, there's no cables there. Okay, so in reality, these carriages would all probably have handbrakes that need to be taken off. Door locked. Locked, you say? Yeah, these vehicles would all have handbrakes, which I think you would probably need to take off. Actually, I suppose they might not have handbrakes. They might have vacuum brakes. So you need like a vacuum generator in order to be able to put air into the system. Or actually, I guess it would be, yeah, to like release from the system. Yeah, vacuum brakes are quite good because if the air seal breaks, then the brakes will come on. But unfortunately, you can actually see that the system's not actually connected to anything, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe they are just... Maybe it just doesn't have brakes. Who knows? Okay, let's get back into our favorite seat on this side. Okay, so we're going to go forward this time, for which we need to throttle off, and let us do a little bit of brake release there. We also need to make sure that the train brakes are all off. That might take some doing. I need to see brake selector, switch, air, vacuum. So you need to know what kind of brakes that the thing's actually got, to be fair. I assume it is going to be air brakes. But I don't really know. Okay, right, let's get this thing. So this is quite heavy with coal. So we're going to go throttle stage 4, just like the best. So now that we actually have carriages, we probably want to have a think about using train brakes as opposed to local brake, as we have been doing. You know, we might actually have to do all 3 of these as well, potentially. Depending on how long it wants to be. Oh, the poor engine is just like working away. Okie dokie. Here we go. Well, there's some class 20s maneuvering around. They have a full train. So even at full throttle, we are not getting above 10 miles an hour, even though we're going downhill. White signals mean that we are clear to go. I'm not sure why shunting signals typically tend to be on the right hand side. It's kind of a bit whack. In this case it's on the left, but in a lot of cases you'll find the shunting signals over on the right hand side. Whereas the common thing for the UK is that your signal's on the left hand side. Okie doke, let's kill the throttle and see if gravity can break us. It can. Gravity is a cruel mistress indeed. Okay, so we'll stop here. So we're going to do 50% service. And I cannot see signal. Presumably we're going back that way. Okay, where are we going? Another 10 vehicles. Yep, okay, so we're going back into the siding, I believe that is. Let's come sit in the seat here and then do this. So, yep, sending us to the siding. So, here we go. Let's do... kill the throttle, throttle forward. And full release on the train brakes. overcharge. Okay, let's overcharge again. No, pray tell, why are my brakes not releasing? They are currently holding steady. Oh, we're doing this again. Are we not generating enough air to be able to go? Do we need to just increase the throttle a little bit? Don't know of anything. Let's try moving to vacuum brakes. Ah, they are vacuum brakes, okay. Fine. There we go. Okay. Fine. They were vacuum brakes. I thought as much. I don't know why it worked on the air selector the first time. That was kind of weird, but you know what? Fair enough. Should actually probably be over this side there. Alright, 13 whole miles an hour. I wonder if the brakes didn't fully release, and because we were on the downhill, that was how we were able to get up to 10 miles an hour. Yeah, I wonder if we actually did that downhill journey with the brakes still on. Interesting. Okay, gonna pull the throttle here. Please don't hit this. Please don't hit this. That's gonna be bad if we do. Ah! No, 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 no. Fuck. Yeah, that's a derailment. Okay. Fuck. We had more momentum than I realized. Okay. I think we're done with shunting for a little bit. Need to try that. I do like shunting. Shunting's a very important aspect of like rail travel. Not something that really gets talked about too much. We're going to do just that and not talk about it and do a different service. How long have we got? It's 10 o'clock. We've got another hour. Three car. Ah, oh, that's shit. It's not stopping service. Blackpool branches. do an orange one, why not? Oh, these are all quite short, aren't they? Empty coaching stock, passenger services. Okay, maybe not then. So this is, I think, another... Can we do anything with these guys, I wonder? Light bulb. It's a sleeper service. Meh. Earlstown calling at Wigan on the way. I'd like to see like a stopping passenger service, but I don't even think there is one on this. Which is a bit interesting. Yeah. Try the 2 cars. Nope. BLG, maybe? The other BLG. So these all have different scenarios, I think. Actually, no, maybe they don't. Let's try, okay, 20. No, okay, so they don't, that's looking at your livery. Fine, so there's no stopping passenger services. There's a lot of yeah, there is a lot there. Okay, 2 car and 3 car. Yeah. These are all like one-stop things. That's unfortunate. Is there anyone to okay, let's try. Preston for Liverpool. Calling it Wigan. That's a bit whack. Trying to see if there's like anything. No, so I think these are all just entirely the same. It's quite whack actually. I was trying to find something that was about an hour long that would see us towards the end of stream, but yeah, actually it genuinely seems a little bit shit. In terms of our pickings, let's try British. Let's do the 47. We're not done the 47. Actually, hang on. Before we do that, did we not have? Let's try head coded. Was there not like a rail tour, a speed link service? Colliery. Empty coal train. I'm sure there was like a rail tour service nestled somewhere in among here. Yeah, I don't know what speed link is. I'm gonna assume it is cargo. Okay, I can't find it again, so instead we will just do... Oh, this is also a Speedlink service. Is there any other passenger? Liverpool, Castle Grey, Crewe to Preston. So this isn't a stopping service. So we're not gonna do that. Half an hour. Preston to Earlstown, Colin, Wigan. Motive. Let's try the high blue. Let's see if there is. Oh yeah, there's more passenger services on this one. Realtor service class. Weird having a hard realtor service from Crewe to Preston. Realtor service, passenger service. Okay, let's do a late night passenger service. And then we can maybe do some of the shorter scenarios as well. Do we want morning or night? Oh, let's do nights, fuck it. Actually, hang on a minute, one thing I haven't done. Scenarios, let's see here. I'll just real quick on cold weather. Locomotive context. Dragging, yeah, okay. Nope. Okay. Fine. Timetable is do another one of these again. I've already done this again. We'll go through two in one day. Okay, fine. Let's go for the 47-4. We're going intercity and Wigan to Preston. Preston to Earlstown on Wigan. That one might be okay to do, actually. 1F51 versus this one. Let's do this. Okay, no, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What we're gonna get this time for weather-wise? Foggy. Let's do light. I don't like it when it's foggy because you can't necessarily see anything, so we'll compromise. We'll do light rain. That'll affect our visibility while still giving us some visibility. Okay, I'm gonna go refresh my drink real quick. Give me a couple of seconds, and then we'll come back and continue.
Was he molested? I don't know. No, he was just running. Where did he go? JJ, you okay? Did something? What the fuck was that? Did something take control of you?
Underneath me?
Oh, get fucked!
Just give this guy Oreo. Smack it. I got faith in you, buddy.
Oh, the hat flip, too. The perfect hat flip.
Yes! Yes, it works! It fucking works! I can make the Mass Effect developer sad again. Fucking yeet! Body slam! Oh, you can't stand by me on this.
What the fuck?
Just don't let your massive balls kill you.
Save that up, you know.
How do you walk around with those massive balls?
Is he taking the cone with him? Oh my god, he has. Look at this. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, fucking hell, I just shot his childhood memories clean out of that man's head. Fuck. Oh my god, it wasn't, you know, it was a fucking shovel. Oh my god, I'm so fucking done right now.
Alright, let's go. Ah, Robo-Duggy's over there. And this really doesn't like this. Alright, let's get on the roadway. So, there's the enemy base. Oh lord! We are riding balls deep into a fuck-nuggeting battlefield, motherfuckers! Yeah, fuck! Ow, my flag. I'm sorry, I'm just... Just tell me you haven't. What are you doing there, Chief?
Okay. What? No, why are you playing? Alexa, shut up. No, shut up. No, don't play Despacito! Why are you playing Despacito? Yeah, that's what I said. You were very unhappy with me. Yeah. There's a cooker! Oh lord! Oh yes! I shuriken the lights out of that!
I'm sorry, what?
I shuriken the lights out of them.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
Holy fuck!
You were killed by your teammate, Sergeant Shortboys.
I don't know what the hell just happened.
Artillery.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't really have a great grasp. Fucking really, Astrid? Fucking really? Dumbass little... And now I understand why you... Oh my fucking... What? Oh, well, oh. Oh my god, he's got tracking... Oh, bad touch! Cheese it! Fucking cheese it! Have at thee, dick.
I wonder, can we draw two of their fire at once? No, we can't, frankly. Shepard was just so confident in the way she vaulted that wall and just fucking ate a bunch of machine gun fire. That was spectacular.
Jesus, cunt nuggeting Christ.
You coming?
No.
Alright, now.
Zoe is having a bad time and I am farming kills. Oh shit, I just clapped her now.
Wow, nice job!
she just walked in front of me and I headshot the bitch.
You can keep your head on.
Don't grab me!
No, no!
I got fucking grabbed!
Right, look. Go to 105 on the radio, me and your coordinate, yeah? I am at the factory. I'm just fucking stupid. It's good. I'm sorry. Right, I'm on my way. Just chill. Don't worry.
And the Quills are currently in the process of turning their family tree into a family fucking circle.
What?
I can't with this stuff.
got a risky cry. Your mum's got a risky cry.
Righty, we are back. Just loading into our final service for today. Normally I tend to run my streams quite long, but because we are watching the World Cup, we are not gonna do that one. Okay, so what we'll do is, let's just pop out here. So here's your door for getting through to the back, but this one isn't actually correctly, or not fully modelled. So this is our train. This one's quite interesting because it has a mixed first class. So this is Mark II coaching stock. So this is like the second generation of standardized British coaching stock. And what you can kind of see here with this one, it's kind of got, so it's got a mixed guards area. So you've still got the big double doors where you can get like parcels in. And I don't know why we can hear so many voices inside here. But yeah, so parcels and things go here, and then there's a little walkway that comes through here. So this is quite good because you can actually use this as a dividing carriage. It doesn't have to be at the ends, because you could just lock this door and then passengers can still get all the way through, which is quite nice. So the guard sits in here, and this is what I was saying earlier about the guard having an emergency brake. So the guard can stop the train from this this compartment if they detect an emergency. And then you come through here and you have like the old style of first class seating where they have these booths. This used to be very common on British rail travel, but these are the only first class seats we have, and then we get through to your kind of more typical standard British rail seating here. And so that is our train. Let's go for a restart so that we're okay for timekeeping, and let's get this show underway. So this is going to be our first time driving the Class 47 today, and indeed I think in a hot minute, so might take me a little second to get used to the controls again. Okay, so we're going to unlock doors. So once again, this doesn't have centralized door locking unlocking system. So we're going to put cab control to this end, AWS on. Master key is here. Reverser forward. Why no AWS? There we go. Okay, so we are loading passengers. We need to work out our lights. So we're not doing tail lights. We'll do marker lights. It is daytime. I don't think we're going to need the headlights, so that is fine. The foot warmer? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cool, so our rear carriage has the blinking red light, and at the front we now have our marker lights on. So, we now have 1 minute until we're finished boarding. The straight brake, hell yeah. So, driver's brake, we're going to put into service 50%. No DRA in this. Oh, we've actually apparently never driven this train before. We'll get the points for that then. If I can find the cab light, there should also be an achievement for that. Alright, where's the cab light? If I was a cab light, where would I be? There's definitely a cab light. I don't necessarily see the switch for it though. Yeah, there you go, cab light. Cool, so that's that on. Okay, we can now lock the doors. So this is an express passenger service. It's an express parcel service. As it says on the side here. So these are all just made up of these like guard cabins, these guard things. So this parcel service is going to stop to let us past. So let's do that just now. So full release on the brakes, please, and thank you. Reverser is forward. Throttle we're going to put to 20% for just now. As we wait for the brakes to come all the way off. Give it a little bit more oomph. AWS is kicking in. It is a feathered signal, and it does look from the height above like there is a feather that we are getting. So let's see what the script is there. Window wipers. There we go. So UF. So US is British rail parlance for up fast. So generally, if you've got 2 tracks, it will be the up line and the down line. And if you have 4 tracks, you'll generally have either up slow, up fast, down slow, or you'll have up slow, up fast, down fast. Tends to be the way that it is done. So this tells us we're going on the up fast line. There's a light engine mucking about. We've got 95 miles an hour speed to play with, so let's kick it to top speed. I think that's a change actually. I think it is actually capping, because we saw a speed sign for 110 miles an hour, but the speed limit's 95 miles an hour and our max speed is 95 miles an hour. So I think they've actually learned to like cap the speed limit at your vehicle's max speed. And in the best of British weather, we are off. So we have one stop at Wigan, and then we are heading onwards to... Where are we heading onwards? Not settings, that's not wanted. Schedule. Earlstown. So we actually haven't stopped at Earlstown yet, so this will be another new station for us to come and check out. My favourite straw is disintegrating already. So unlike the Class 87, this train is a lot easier to manage. It's basically just a straightforward throttle. What you see is what you get kind of deal. So yeah, so this line, judging by the position of the rail signal, this line is up fast, and then this one where the cursor is down fast, then it's up slow, and then down slow. Bardic. You see that from the front? Oh yeah, you can. Huh. Do not know what a bardic is. It seems just like a fucking flashlight. So we're up to 73 miles an hour, still got a little bit of acceleration left in us as we make our way towards 95 miles an hour. So we are due in at Wigan in 9 minutes time. And at 60 miles an hour it would take us 12 minutes to get to Wigan North. We're doing a little bit faster than that. So at 95 miles an hour, it would only take us. It would only take us 8 minutes, maybe 8.5 minutes. So if we can get up to speed, we can do this in terms of a journey. Yeah, we can do this in time, but it'll be tight. But unfortunately, we're fighting an uphill gradient and the rain. The rain, when so part of what make trains such efficient carriers of people. One is their capacity; they can move a lot of people. But also it's the fact that the rails are nearly frictionless. So although that means you can maintain high speeds for low energy, it also means that starting and stopping can be a bit of a nightmare. When you're accelerating, you can have wheel spin. When you're decelerating, it obviously takes a long time because it's frictionless steel on frictionless steel, basically. And what that means also is when there is rain, snow, or even debris like leaves, slippery debris, it can all reduce that traction, making it harder to start and harder to stop. So I think, as far as I've been able to tell, that is accounted for with the weather patterns. It does affect your traction. It certainly does in the snow. I'm quite sure it does in the rain as well. And so you have a sander. If you really need it, you can. But you can actually drop a little bit of sand onto the tracks just in front of your wheels in order to get traction underneath them. We don't need to do that just now, but it is something to bear in mind. I'm trying to work out where the sander would be in this. Really game. I really hope later in the year when Dovetail do their predictable annual re-release of Train Sim World that they do actually update the graphics engine a little bit. Because graphically the game is fine. There is a trouble with memory leaks in this game, which just slowly increases the graphical demand until you like completely restart the game. Yeah, so there's a trouble with memory leaks. But like these stutters are just not acceptable. Like I wouldn't mind it if I was running the settings so high that I was taxing my system. But I have an RTX 5080, so it's not struggling. It's not struggling in this. So why are we getting so much stutters? It's not good. It's really not good. So we're up at near enough 90 miles an hour. We are decelerating slightly because of this uphill climb. So at 6 minutes, it'll take us 4 minutes to get there, and we have 5 minutes to get there. So we're doing okay, actually. This isn't a very long train consist either, so we should be able to stop reasonably quick. What is so release running initial service? Okay, that's fine. So we're holding 85 miles an hour on this uphill climb just now. Our timekeeping's doing okay. As long as we don't fuck up the stop, we should hopefully be in line for another platinum. We've had one derailment and a platinum. Is that all we've done today? no, because the coal delivery was also a platinum. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we've had 2 platinums and a fail. So let's odds are good that we're gonna get a platinum. Although odds are also 33% chance we're gonna fail. So we've got the downhill now working in our favor. Okay, let's kill the throttle and let us bleed speed. Might give us a little... Okay, double yellow means the next signal is yellow and the signal after that is red. So let's just start tentatively bleeding some speed. We're on the downhill, so that'll take us some time anyway. So let's look out now for the next signal up ahead. So here we go. So we're going to see the sunflower dial disappear. And then we acknowledge it and it's in the warning position. Here we go. So we're going to increase now our braking to 50%. 75 mile an hour speed limit up ahead. That's fine. Let's look out for the next signal because we don't know that it's a feathered signal. It probably is, but if it is an actual red, then we need to be prepared to stop. So we're going to go fairly hard on the brakes until we can see the next signal. Which I think is probably going to end up being adjacent to this one. Or not. Okay, release and overcharge. Okay, I'm gonna get up to 30 miles an hour. Why are we not accelerating? Go. Okay, fine. So we're gonna go back up to 30 miles an hour until we can see the sign. I actually have the little markers for signals turned off. So we kind of have to pay attention to where they are. We won't intrinsically know where they are. If I knew it was going to be this long of a distance between them, then I wouldn't have done it, but there we go. Well, there goes our timekeeping. We're due to be there now. I wonder if it's like right outside of Wigan is the signal. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, thank God, okay. That was almost certainly about to be a mission fail there. Oh, we got lucky by the skin of our teeth. Right, let's release the brakes. Yeah, we got off with that by the skin of our fucking teeth. Oops. Okie doke, let's give us... to see this station has like 2 levels. It's kind of cool actually. I wonder if you can actually get to that one. Okay. Righty, so 50. Let's do brakes. So 10 miles an hour going to the right, and we're going to the right. Oh, actually no, we're not. We're going to the left. I remember what the feather said. I'm not a fan of the brakes of this train. They take so long to come off. And I think they take a long time to actually cycle through the carriages as well, so yeah, it's not good. God, we're speeding again. We need to wait until we're quite far forward to be able to stop. Okay, we're over the platform here, so let's go. 50% brake. Loser! Okay.
60. Service to Liverpool Line Street. Calling at Earlstown.
I like the announcements. Announcements are good. Okay, we got the whistle. That is a guard telling us we are good to go. So, let us go ahead and full release on the brakes and try and make up some lost time. Are these brakes though? Let's just keep overcharging them. Fucking brakes. Wait, did we just stall? Engine stopped. Haha! Ha! Oh boy. I think we just fucking stalled. Okay, engine stop activated. Engine start. I wonder if we need to be reverse or off. Oh, we're coasting. So there's no train fault reported. I don't know if it's like a press and hold or what the deal is. Give it a little bit of juice. I do not know how. Is there not a... Killed the fucking engine. I really don't like one thing that typically is quite common in Train Sim World is that when the engine stops, there's no possible way to get it back. which annoys me. Most of the trains, if not all of them, the actual engine start button just seems to have no function. Oh, I've got some time to kill. Let's all tab out. Okay, from what I've read, you might not be able to do it on the move. So let's come to a stop. Okay. So, master key off, reverser off, throttle off, brakes. I want you to be in shutdown mode. I'll put you in shutdown. Driver's brake, emergency. There we go, shutdown. Okay, so we're in shutdown here. The alarm is on. Now if we engine stop to make sure everything is offline. Engine stop. Ah! Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Settings, gameplay, player assist. So from what I've read, faults. Oh, yes. So from what I've read, faults can only be resolved with having the notifications turned on. Okay, master key on. Yep. Well, we might be ending this on a fail, guys. I did say there was a 33% chance of it. Let's do reverser to engine only. Ah, here we go. Okay, we got the engine back. Fine. So the reverser had to be in neutral, not off. Okay, now we've got diesel again. Per passengers are going to be late. Okay, right, let's start preloading this. So we'll put this to 50% service. Okay, throttle will go to the engine forward. Throttle off. Okay, train brake off. Okay. I've got a little bit in the tap there. Let's just overcharge that out of the system. Okie doke. Engine is back online. The alarm is offline. Engine stop alarm is offline. Let's give it a little bit of oomph. And with a fairly catastrophic delay, we are back on track. Alright, let's try and make up lost time. Well, I was hoping to do another shorter scenario after this, but I don't think I'm definitely not going to have time now. Of course, I do have train faults enabled, so that might have been what it actually was. It's good to know it's not something I'm doing, though. It's just interesting though, because although there's a setting for it, I was pretty sure that there was not, I was pretty sure they weren't included in the game yet, somebody had said. So, I'm not really sure what's happening there. But it is what it is, we're back up to full throttle just now, let's see what we do. I think my issue there was having the reverser off instead of in engine only. I suppose that does slightly make sense. I don't need my window wipers on anymore. Let's put it in the park position. And then off. Okay, oh, for fuck's sake. So we're gonna get to see some rail works up ahead, because there is another temporary traffic restriction here. So temporary AWS. So temporary AWS. Let's just kill the throttle. So, temporary AWS for a temporary speed limit up ahead of 70 of those miles an hour. And we'll see if there is actually any track infrastructure on track, because that would be quite interesting. It's a good inclusion though, because like, these things are like a big part of, you know, life on the railways. That just, yeah. I was disappointed that it wasn't too particularly well implemented, on like the older kind of routes. Like if Dovetail are going to the trouble to re-release all of their games and all of their DLC for those games, I would like to see work be done to bring those up to speed. And end of restrictions here. So let's get the throttle back on. Need to be careful though, so there was a double yellow light, which means the next signal will be yellow. It looks like we're doing some finagling here. Okay. So kill the throttle, we're gonna answer this AWS. Oh, no hiccups. Okay. Let's bring our speed down a little bit and... Oh shit, no, let's bring our speed down a lot. Full service. I might need to turn on the signals again. Same again? Save me? Save me, question mark? Oh yeah, we got it. Right at the fucking end. Like, for one frame right at the end, we got it. That's twice. Okay. So my normal tactic with yellow lights is that when I see it's yellow, I slow down to like 30 miles an hour. But then because we got cucked by that like abnormally yeah, there we go. We got kind of screwed over by that like abnormally long path between a yellow light and the red light coming up. So I was suspicious about braking too hard too quickly. Turns out I should stick to my tactic that I know very well and understand, and yeah. Fine. So we're still 1.9 miles away. I didn't get a chance to see if there was any feathers. Annoyingly. So let's kill the throttle here because we know we are avoiding speed. So 15 miles an hour of going to the left, and I'm going to assume that we are going to the left. So there goes an intercity train that's actually moving at intercity speeds. God, these brakes take so fucking long to come off. Alright, 20 miles an hour, here we go. So we're limited to just 20 miles an hour until we're back established on the main route. So 20 miles an hour if going to the left or the right. I don't think we're particularly doing either. So a little splash in the brakes. Oh, there's an entirely disused station. What a shame. Is this the last one we're stopping at? Yeah, this is the last one we're stopping at. That's actually fine. Okay. Gonna have to do a quick raid if I'm gonna catch a football. Okay, AWS. Double yellow up ahead. So, I will preface the end of stream by saying that this is my last stream before I head back to work. So, as per always, it'll be another 6, maybe 7 days before I am streaming again, depending on how things are. Yeah, we don't have a new game to play at the minute, so I'm going to be playing some ad hoc games until we figure out what to do. We have a number of games that we started and never finished, things like Commandos and things like that. So we need to go back and finish them at some point, which would be definitely good to do. Yeah, but beyond that, we don't have much planned, so yeah. Not sure what we'll be streaming next week, but we will definitely be back next week. Unfortunately, the nature of my work is that I tend to stream intensively for like 3 or 4 days, and then I have to take a bit of a break, shall we say. Okay, there's a station here, but we're not stopping at it, so we're gonna just keep going past. It's fairly rest Okay, we know the brakes on this train are fairly good, so I might just pick up speed until about now, and then we're just going to kill the throttle. So initial application on the brakes. Initial application. So we're at 40 miles an hour. We want to be about 30. That's soonish. Okay. So we're keeping it on first application. And filter. For a late stop in Earlstown. Here we go. Unlock left. Started. So I think because of our poor timekeeping, we probably won't get the platinum medal, maybe? Not sure. We'll see. So, let's see. And we do get the platinum, somehow. Our timekeeping was dog shit, but yeah. We somehow got that one. With only 4 speeding offences, and only one of them was particularly egregious. Wow, really? You just play full volume. Okie dokie, fine. That is going to do us for Train Sim World today. Let's go ahead and see who... Do we have anybody who is... Oh, we have somebody with a hype train, but not Train Sim World. Do you know what? It's train related. We're going to go for a raid on in 10 cities, who is a very much enjoyer of Transport Fever, so moving freight around the place. We drop in on them every so often to see how they are doing. Let's go say hi to in 10 City Plays. I'm gonna go off watching the football, and yeah, as I said, it'll be 6 or 7 days until you see me again for streaming wise. So I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, a good week to follow, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.
When you said you were bringing back your mum jokes, I was skeptical with growing on me.
Fuck, he's right to the bomb! Oh, he's got the bomb back! The no armor's doing you well. Hello, sir! I can't see, you can't see, we did it!
Keep going, keep going.
I'm jumping, I'm gonna throw a grenade over there!
Keep going! See?
I'm not happy about any of these noises. Oh, no, 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 no! Motherfucker! Closed door, downstairs. Civilian downstairs, watch your fire. Gunshots. Unknown direction. Door open. Contact down.
Contact down.
Do you know, not a single person has survived our onslaught so far except the civilians.
Hold on, no, this guy's not dead. He's only incapacitated. No, he's dead. He bled out. Never mind. I heard the one. Nah, that was just death rattle. He's fucking done.
God.
God!
Oh no!
Where'd it go?
Yeah, that's
What
how
the
winches work.
God! What the fuck just happened? Where's our vehicle? We're fine.
Let's chance it either way. We gotta get the hell out of here
some
fast
shots
now.
into it too, Tyler.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were that close. Yeah. There's nothing
Oh
now.
my
You
God,
know.
no fires our shot, but it's working. I can make it work on the sand. Oh God,
You know
brace.
where the like the worm just came up from, Tyler?
Yep.
I was
Nice,
on the other
KJ.
side of that. So
No,
I didn't see that you
KJ!
were
No!
riding a
Stop!
Oh God, sorry.
Jesus.
I lagged and didn't see you. I'm sorry.
That is the most frantic I've ever heard you scream, Hibble.
I know the fear. Oh God, I'm about to get retribution. Fuck.
Okay, it's going.
I want a bullet too.
I'm running.
Why are you running?
Because there's a Hibble about to go off.
I'm in space! Oh no!
Did it get you?
What happened? What